Are you moving to Chicago or the Chicago suburbs and you're worried about the cost of living? Well, this video is for you because I'm doing the cost of living of Lisle, Illinois, which is a suburb just outside of Chicago. I'm Pearson. I'm a local realtor. I serve downtown Chicago as well as the western suburbs, Naperville, and Lisle area. So stick around. I think you're gonna find it interesting about the cost of living in Lisle. If you like my video, hit the subscribe button. I do weekly videos on community information, real estate, driving tours, and happenings in the western suburbs. All right, so let's get started on Lisle, Illinois, which Lisle I think is a great option for people to definitely check out if you're thinking about the suburbs. It's located on a train line. It's a little bit smaller than towns like Naperville is a larger suburb, so Lisle's a little bit smaller. It has a lot of great options for first-time condo buyers, great for single families as well. All right, so let's get started on comparing Lisle, Illinois to Chicago because everyone's worried about cost of living these days, and I totally get it. I was just at the grocery store and I can feel those prices going up. So let's look at the prices. All right, so between Chicago, Illinois, and Lisle prices, we're going to look at restaurant prices first. For instance, restaurant prices are 33% lower in Lisle, Illinois than Chicago. I actually noticed this when we went out to dinner, and in Lisle I thought it was a little bit cheaper than Naperville personally. Okay, another one. Grocery prices in Lisle, Illinois are 28% lower than Chicago prices at the grocery store. All right, so let's do some fun like restaurant comparisons. Say you do restaurant meal for 2 people, mid-range 3-course dinner. In Chicago, it would be $80, I'm guessing, without alcohol, and Lisle about $45. So this is a difference of 43% cheaper in Lisle than Naperville for a meal for 2 people in a mid-range restaurant. Eggs, that is a popular one these days. People always talk about the cost of eggs. The difference is it's 26% cheaper to buy eggs in Lisle, Illinois than Chicago. In Chicago, it's $4.64, and Lisle, it's $3.42. So that is a bit of a difference. One way it will be more expensive in Lisle than Chicago would be transportation. If you're gonna take the metro train line to downtown Chicago and get a monthly pass, it's gonna be more expensive because you've got a longer way to travel on the train. So a monthly pass would be $200 from Lisle to Chicago, and it would only be $80 if you're doing a monthly pass from Chicago. So you're just traveling longer, so it would be more money. So technically it's 150% more to do a monthly metro train pass, but you are traveling further distance. And they do have express train lane options. So look that up. The Naperville one to Chicago is around 34 minutes. It skips some train stops. They don't have that many yet. They're starting to add more express trains. So definitely check out the express trains. Okay, gas at the pump. We're all feeling the pain. Okay, gas, it is 32% cheaper gas in Lisle than Chicago. I should be getting my gas in Lisle. They're saying it's $2.95 a gallon. I think I need to head over there to get my gas. And in Chicago, it's around $4.34, so cheaper in Lisle. Another thing, I get this question a lot from people moving from Chicago or other areas, childcare question, hot question these days. So preschool, full day, a private, 1 month for one child would be in Chicago, $1,800. In Lisle, they're saying $966. So it's actually 48% cheaper in Lisle for a preschool for a child. Other things to look at. There's a lot of good comparisons here. Okay, here's one more fun comparison. Would be the cinema if you're going to the movies. Lisle compared to Chicago. Chicago would be $15 and Lisle would be $8. So it's a 60% cheaper to go to the movies in Lisle, Illinois. So that's a little comparison. Definitely don't rule out Lisle. I think it's a great option. It's right next to Naperville. It's a suburb of Chicago, located on the Burlington Northern Santa Fe train line. So that's your commuter train line if you have to go to Chicago. A lot of great options. There's apartment living, condo living, single family living, townhomes. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Lisle, feel free to reach out. Info is below. I'd love to help you out. I'm a local realtor. I grew up in Naperville. I'm a mom. I know the insights of the area. So feel free to reach out. I got another great video coming up that I think you're gonna like, so stick around.